Welcome to ZoomInData. In this video, we cover Power Apps interview questions, Dataverse Advanced Concepts, explained in a very simple, clear, and real-time project-oriented way. Dataverse is one of the most important and frequently tested topics in Power Apps interviews, especially for enterprise and production-level applications. In this session, you will understand how Dataverse really works behind the scenes, not just definitions. This video is useful for Power Apps interview preparation, real-time project understanding, developers working on enterprise Power Apps, professionals moving from SharePoint or SQL to Dataverse. Welcome to ZoomInData. In this video, we cover Power Apps interview questions, Dataverse Advanced Concepts, explained in a very simple, clear, and real-time project-oriented way. Dataverse is one of the most important and frequently tested topics in Power Apps interviews, especially for enterprise and production-level applications. In this session, you will understand how Dataverse really works behind the scenes, not just definitions. This video is useful for Power Apps interview preparation, real-time project understanding, developers working on enterprise Power Apps, professionals moving from SharePoint or SQL to Dataverse. 2. What role do tables play in Dataverse architecture? Tables are the core building blocks where business data is stored in Dataverse. Each table represents a real-world business entity such as employees, orders, or customers. Tables support columns, relationships, rules, and security, making them more powerful than simple database tables. Well-designed tables are essential for scalability, performance, and maintainability. 3. How do Dataverse relationships improve data modeling? Relationships allow data to be structured logically instead of duplicated across tables. They help enforce data integrity, ensuring related records stay connected correctly. Relationships simplify reporting and filtering across related entities. Proper relationships reduce redundancy and improve long-term data quality. Example: an order table is related to a customer table instead of repeating customer details in every order. 4. What are business rules in Dataverse and why are they used? Business rules allow enforcing logic such as validations and field behavior without writing code. They ensure consistent behavior across all apps using the same table. Rules reduce dependency on UI-level validation. They improve data quality by enforcing rules at the data level. 5. How does Dataverse enforce data consistency? Dataverse enforces consistency through required fields, data types, and relationships. Business rules ensure values follow defined conditions. Lookup relationships prevent orphan or invalid records. Centralized data logic ensures consistency across multiple apps. 6. What are calculated and roll-up columns in Dataverse? Calculated columns automatically compute values based on other fields. Roll-up columns aggregate values from related records. They reduce manual calculation logic in apps. These columns ensure consistent and accurate calculations across the system. Example: a total order value roll-up column calculates the sum of all related order lines. 7. How does Dataverse support complex business logic without code? Business rules handle validations and field behaviors. Calculated and roll-up columns manage computations. Relationships enforce structural integrity. Workflows and Power Automate handle advanced process automation. 8. What are Dataverse choices and why are they preferred over free text? Choices provide predefined values instead of allowing free text. They ensure consistency and prevent spelling errors. Reporting becomes easier and more accurate. Changes to choices automatically reflect across apps. 9. How does Dataverse handle cascading behaviors? Cascading behaviors define how related records react to changes. They control what happens when a parent record is deleted or updated. This prevents orphaned or inconsistent data. Cascades ensure data integrity across relationships. 10. What challenges arise when modifying Dataverse schemas in production? Schema changes can impact running apps and flows. Existing data may become incompatible with new rules. Users may face errors if apps are not updated. Proper testing and ARM practices are critical before changes. 11. How does Dataverse support auditing and compliance? Dataverse tracks who changed what and when. Audit logs support regulatory requirements. Changes can be reviewed during investigations. This is critical for HR, finance, and regulated industries. 12. What are Dataverse alternate keys and when are they used? Alternate keys ensure uniqueness beyond primary keys. They prevent duplicate records based on business logic. Useful during integrations and data imports. They improve data accuracy and consistency. 13. How does Dataverse manage ownership and access? Records can be owned by users or teams. Security roles define what users can do. Access is enforced at table, row, and field level. This ensures least privilege access. 14. What performance considerations exist with Dataverse tables? Poorly designed relationships can slow queries. Excessive calculated fields impact performance. Large datasets require proper indexing strategies. Efficient design improves scalability. 15. How does Dataverse support enterprise-scale data volumes? Dataverse runs on Azure infrastructure. It supports large datasets with optimized storage. Security and performance scale automatically. This makes it suitable for enterprise apps. 16. What is the impact of table relationships on app performance? Too many relationships increase query complexity. Poor relationship design leads to slow loading screens. Optimized relationships improve performance. Careful modeling is required for large apps. 17. How does Dataverse handle data imports and exports? Dataverse supports bulk data imports using tools and templates. Export options allow data extraction for reporting and migration. Proper mapping ensures data accuracy. Imports must respect schema and validation rules. 18. What challenges arise when migrating data into Dataverse? Data cleansing is often required before import. Schema mismatches cause import failures. Duplicate records must be handled carefully. Validation rules may block incorrect data. 19. How does Dataverse support extensibility? Custom tables and columns extend standard schema. Plugins and APIs enable advanced extensions. Power Automate integrates external logic. This flexibility supports complex enterprise needs. 20. What interview questions commonly test Dataverse knowledge? Differences between Dataverse and SharePoint. Security and relationships handling. Business rules and auditing. Performance and scalability considerations. 21. How do Dataverse limits influence app design? Limits guide how much data and logic is stored. Efficient design avoids hitting thresholds. Awareness prevents performance issues. Proper planning ensures scalability. 22. What happens when Dataverse environments are deleted? All data and apps in that environment are removed. Recovery may not be possible. Proper backups and governance are essential. Environment management is critical. 23. How does Dataverse support cross-app data reuse? Centralized tables are shared across apps. Data consistency is maintained automatically. Reduces duplication and maintenance effort. Improves enterprise integration. 24. What risks arise from poorly designed Dataverse models? Performance degradation, difficult maintenance, data inconsistency, higher long-term costs. 25. Why is Dataverse preferred for enterprise Power Apps? Built-in security, auditing, and scalability. Strong integration with Power Platform. Reduced custom development effort. Designed specifically for enterprise scenarios. Thank you for watching this video on ZoomInData. If you want real-time projects, contact ZoomInData. And if you want more questions on real-time projects, contact ZoomInData.